in Congress's jungle. In this corner, that corner, we got Judge Cavanaugh. And in this corner, we got the Senator, Cory "The Rock" Booker. So Judge Cavanaugh is getting vetted right now to see if he should be the 9th Supreme Court Justice. Somebody just stepped down. Right now it's 4-4. We got 4 liberal judges, we got 4 conservative judges. Whoever the 5th one is will basically make the law of the land. Everything they've said before can be redone. So they questioned him, see where his head's at. There were some files that didn't get released. I think it was something like 10,000, I believe. They released like 4,000 just the Congress said they can't show the American people because it's a threat to national security. But Cory Booker said,
I'm going to release the email about racial profiling, and I understand that the penalty comes with potential ousting from the Senate. I openly invite and accept the consequences.
So another Senate member threatened him with this.
Any senator, officer, or employee of the Senate who shall disclose the secret or confidential business or proceedings of the Senate, including the business and proceedings of the committees, subcommittees, and offices of the Senate, shall be liable, if a senator, to suffer expulsion from the body, and if an officer or employee to dismissal from the service of the Senate.
And what was Cory Booker's response? Cory?
Bring it, and apply the rule and bring the charges.
Just bring it, bitch!
Yeah, he ready to rock bottom. He said, you go ahead and bring that sanction, and I'm gonna take that sanction, shine it up, turn it sideways, and set it up your candy ass. If you smell what Cory's booking. Here's the crazy thing. Later on, he got the question. It seems like he kind of outed the emails and things that he wasn't supposed to. I think. He was asking him questions like, hey man, a long time ago, you said things like affirmative action and giving aid to minority students to get into school was counterproductive. And Cavanaugh tried to say,
that was a brief for a client, first of all, so I was not saying something in my own voice.
But Cory Booker came prepared. He said, nah. You didn't just say that for your client because...
You invoked Justice Scalia's one-race theory to a reporter. You again mentioned it in the Wall Street Journal op-ed you wrote around the same time. And you cited his opinion, yes, in this brief. Are you saying that you do not share Justice Scalia's beliefs about this idea that people who are seeking to address past discrimination, past harms, that they are seeking racial entitlement?
So all he wanted to know was like, hey man, you said this in the past. Do you believe that now? Do you believe that there's no way to use race to help promote a race if it's been proven that in the past the race has been used to subdue them, stop their progress? That's all he was asking. Here, I know it's completely unfair to whites now that never owned slaves that affirmative action will give the job to somebody else based on their race. However, let me try to put a little situation in your head, make you understand it better, or differently. Let's say there was a race. Number 1, 2, and 3 are running, right? So when they shoot the star pistol, I grab 1 and 3 by the shirt and I hold them back for 10 seconds. Then I let them go. And one of the officials goes, yo man, that wasn't fair. So they stopped the race. Everybody has to stop in their tracks. They were like, I held back 1 and 3 for 10 seconds. Listen, what we're gonna do is we're gonna send the starter pistol again. Number 2, you can't run until you hear the second starter pistol. So we're gonna shoot it once. 1 and 3 are gonna get to run. You stay right where you are, and then you're gonna hear another starter pistol at 10 seconds, and then you can run. So that would even it out. Did number 2 do anything? Nah, he didn't do anything wrong at all. But that's how we have to even it up. So he didn't cheat, he didn't do anything wrong, but he still got ahead. It was unfair. The only way to make it fair is to let the other people go based on who they are. So he was basically asked, hey listen, are you okay with people using race to get certain benefits, given the fact that their race was used to hold them back in the past, just to try and level the playing field? And his answer was, he wouldn't answer. Hey listen, how do you feel about it? You're the one that's going to be making judgments soon. How do you feel about it? And he was like, yeah, well, what the other judges said. And Cory just kept saying, and I ain't ask you that. I ain't ask you what they said. You can change that rule tomorrow if you're put into place. So how do you feel about it? And he didn't want to answer. This is why it's important to go vote. People like to act like they're smarter than everybody else. Like, yo, the whole system is rigged. That's why I don't get involved. You don't get involved, the game goes on without you. This is exactly why we need people to vote, jump in, get into politics, get into law enforcement, whatever. Because people like this gonna get by. Here's the irony is Cory Booker called him out with something else. He was like, hey man, You said it was okay for a time to use racial profiling, like if we wanted to go after the Arabs in a time when there were Muslim extremists coming after us. You said it was okay for us to use racial profiling to go get these guys for the sake of national security. So you're perfectly fine with racial profiling in a negative manner. You had a problem with racial profiling in a positive manner, trying to level the playing field. He got him nice. You're like, you said it was okay for one time, you know, for the good of the country. How is it not okay at another time for the good of the country? And I know people may not really care, but you gotta realize the butterfly effect. Say your great-grandchild has bone cancer, but a kid in the next generation gets to go to college because the policy's put in place by the government or by that school that puts minorities in that weren't normally in there, or they didn't have the ability to pay or what have you. That kid may have the answer to bone cancer in his head. So by letting him go ahead, you might be saving your great-grandchild one day. You never know. I mean, people come from bad situations, but they got the potential to make your life better. They need a chance. Anyways, good looking, Booker.